So I can hear you guys now. You probably are thinking to yourselves that Average Joe has completely lost his mind. And you might be onto something, but if you just give me a few minutes and allow me to explain myself, you may change your mind. So we're looking at the Luminox Swiss-made quartz against the Addies Chinese quartz. Guys, take a ride with me and I'll show you exactly why it is I have these two watches together. But before we do so, this guy right here, this is Average Joe in the first grade. This is actually a picture that was taken for Student of the Month. I remember this day where someone came in and asked if I could come with them to the library to take a picture. This picture was taken in December of 1984. So just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it went very well with these watches. So Average Joe definitely would have been sporting these in first grade and would have been the coolest first grader maybe to ever live. I don't know, doubt it, but let's move on. So first and foremost, I did change the strap on the Luminox with the Strapsco leather strap. That review is coming shortly. I did want to wear these straps so I can give you an honest review. So why am I even putting these two watches head to head? This Luminox is actually being sold on Amazon for $446 currently in the fall of 2020. I'm going to put that link down below. This watch here, the Addies, can be had on AliExpress from anywhere between 20 to 25 US dollars. Yes, I said 20 to 25 US dollars. And let me tell you something. This watch, in my opinion, definitely is a homage to the Luminox. Now, I think the biggest question that people have, and I think you can see it, is indeed, are these tubes that you see here on the hour markers and even on the hands, are these actually tritium tubes? And I think if you can take a look at it closely, you would definitely say it's a resounding no. So what exactly are these tubes? Are they luminescent? What's inside of them? Well, there is no clear answer to this, but I can tell you one thing. Well, actually, let me just show you. So I'm going to give this a really quick charge, and we're just going to turn off the lights and let this watch speak for itself. So I'm going to give this a nice quick charge again, and take a look at that, guys. So this is tritium tubes. These tubes last for 25 years and they glow 24/7 without a charge. The only part of this watch that needs a charge is the subseconds, and I'm going to show you right here. See? So the subdials, those hands are luminescent, and this watch even has a tritium tube in the pip. Now this watch is completely painted on, or I don't know, the pip actually is a painted luminescent pip, and these are tubes filled with luminescence of some sort, and you can see you've got green at the pip, the 12, the second hand, and the hour and minute hands, and then all of the hour markers are done in blue. Now this watch has excellent luminescence when you look at the price point. And even if this watch was even $100, I would still tell you that this watch has excellent luminescence. Because this watch actually will stay, you can actually see the luminescence for quite a few hours. It will fade, but you still will be able to see this after a couple hours. So very, very impressive lume for a watch at $20. I think that alone would tell me that you probably would be interested in this watch. But that's not all, guys. Okay, you're definitely getting the quote-unquote look of a Luminox for definitely not the price of a Luminox. Okay, Now look, you don't have the tritium tubes, which Luminox is known for. So right there, you're saving yourself a ton of money. But as you saw, you're getting decent lume. And this watch looks really nice on the wrist, okay? Now, if you take a look at the NATO strap that it comes with, one of the big telltale signs of a cheap strap is indeed a strap that doesn't have stitching. This one has stitching on all the buckles. Plus, it has stainless steel hardware on it as well. Okay. Now, I don't know if it's stainless steel, but it definitely has a, these are steel buckles, or keepers, I should say. And this is the stainless steel or steel buckle, and even the tang. All right, and they're all brushed, and they feel good, you know, and they feel very significant. And even the strap itself, it's not super thin. It does feel like a pretty good quality. I mean, you can even see that it's finished off nicely, so it's going to prevent fraying. So I would put this strap somewhere in the range of $10 to $15 if you were to buy this thing. So right there, you're putting this watch in a $5 to $10 range, which is absolutely absurd. Okay, now this is a Chinese made movement, as you can see in the back here, and it just does have a stainless steel back. Now I don't think that the rest of the watch could be, I don't think it could be stainless steel. I think it's some type of alloy with a some type of PVD black coating. I think my biggest question is going to be how long and how well does this hold up to scratching and whatnot. Okay, but for $20, guys, insanity. Now, I don't know if there is a spelling error on the dial, or is there a spelling error on the case. Now, my guess is that this is actually the culprit, because I believe this is indeed how you spell the Addies logo, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong here, but I thought that was an interesting faux pas that actually was brought up on the Somewhere in Time channel, Mr. Adrian Sales. I'll put his link down below. He definitely deserves a follow. Excellent channel out of the UK. So when we take a look at our Luminox, all right, and we're going to take a look at this and just take a listen to the bezel action. It is a 60 click bezel. And as you can see, it's not too bad. Very little back play. Okay. And just has a pretty nice sound to it. Okay. Now this is a carbon composite case, carbon composite bezel. Okay. Now we take a listen to the Addies bezel. And this one's sometimes it's nice to turn this one. It's not as refined. I mean, do you expect to have refinement? Absolutely not. But this is a 60 click bezel. It does have a pretty decent sound though. And when you do get it moving, it does feel pretty good. Significant back play. I mean, we're going back at least 1 second. But for $20, it's actually not a bad bezel. So that's definitely, I mean, definitely no comparison. And look, guys, I'm not really comparing this to this, but I am saying that for $20, you're getting the look of a $500 piece, but with not the actual bells and whistles. Tritium tubes, guys, this is actually my night watch. So when when it becomes dark, you don't have to charge this watch at all, and these tubes glow, and it looks a lot better in person than it does on camera. Camera doesn't do these tubes justice. This does have a pretty nice glow, and a very consistent glow. So you're definitely paying a lot for the placement of these tubes and just the tubes themselves. I've actually had to source out one of these little tiny tubes, and they're right around $10 a pop. So, and then imagine how much it costs to install them properly. So you're definitely not getting that here. There is no screw down crown with this one, and there is a little bit of a gap that you can see there. It does have nice crown guards here. All right, But yeah, so I mean, my questions are going to be more of the durability of the case. And I mean, this is a quartz movement, so I mean, if you change the battery, you shouldn't have any problems. So guys, honestly, for the money, I mean, $20, I mean, you spend that on dinner. I mean, you spend that, you know, at a casino, on a slot machine. Why not have something that you can wear on your wrist that looks really, really nice? It's a great beater watch. And at the very least, you're paying a nice price for a strap even. So, I mean, can't go wrong with this watch, guys. So, highly recommended. And I'm glad that you lent me your ear and listened to my thesis. So, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. And always remember that there's always time to be kind to one another. Please take care of each other. And I'll see you guys next time on Average Joe Watch Reviews. God bless.